dream. Relatable to us, anyone for what it seems to block. Do not suck enough for the right or for the right you do you a struggle. Hard for the win and find. The cuddle enough for the supposed to see. Bouquet of flowers will bring enough for the day for the sunrise to remain. For the heaven that seems so far away, for the inevitable chaos you find a day for this a new angel to find and earn the wings so this is set free. Beautiful enough for the surrounding by the what you cherish in every moment for the share together for the heart that's broken I can imagine. Though too strong enough for bringing it all wrong enough for the both lost the faith for this was somehow gone for the saving of the soul for this never had the done never behind. Able to find and manage and love and never the cure for this the here enough for the body for the kept this tear enough for the wedding heaven for you can have. The missing, for the murmurs, the madness of the temples, the squatting in the throat and the silence for the incubus of the blazing with, and for the branch of the ruling through the veins and the imprisonment, for the hollows of the voice of the tragic way. How long can I stay a human and never know the staff of the way for the things sometimes be, for the indifference and the favorite smile of a joke, for this the smiling already fading, but the list of the funny things that are already shrinking enough and the absolutely nothing the starving and dying person enough of the fading, and this is the favor for this you can find a memory melt into the permanent code for this and nothing of it, the orderless and tasteless enough for the long that used to pain for the feeling like a water for the running down my body for the longest days of last, and this is taking the shower for the don't mind it. You're here to find what you can find, reminded for the lips to turn numb, but enough the cause of the aches and take so long for to hear your voice for the special gifts to turn me into the mirror items. Long enough for the time to believe exactly what I wanted for the never. I'm scared enough for the loss of love. Long is lost. Love is lost. No matter how long you can stay a person and a human enough to turn the memory for the love of the body left to me. Stroll along that imagination or memory for the weaving of the what you can find, then take a picture for the unless you're strong enough to be what's on the where called currently for the dropping of what you find, elderly chatter, chitter, purpose of another rope or cloth of armor for the shepherd, for the handling of what you can find in playing your ace. It was my heart broken. Relatable to us, anyone for what it seems to the block to do not suck enough for the writer for the right you do your struggle. Hard for the win and find, the cuddle enough for the supposed to see. Bouquet of flowers will bring enough for the day for the sunrise to remain. For the heaven that seems so far away, for the never the chaos you find a day. For this a new angel to find and earn the wings, this is set free. Beautiful enough for the surrounding by the what you cherish in every moment. For the share together, for the heart that's broken, I can imagine. Though too strong enough to bring it and all wrong enough for the both lost the faith. For this was somehow gone for the saving of the soul. For this never had the love, never behind. Able to find and manage and love and never the cure. For this the here, enough for the body for the kept this tear. Enough for the wedding of heaven for you can have. Missing the murmurs of the madness of the temples, the squatting of the throat and the silence for the incubus of the blazing within, for the branch of the ruling through the veins and the imprisonment, for the hollows of the voice of the tragic way. How long can I stay a human and never know the staff of the way for the things sometimes be, for the indifference and the favorite smile of a joke, for this the smiling already fading, and the list of the funny things that are already shrinking enough, and the absolutely nothing the starving and dying person enough of the fading, and this is the favor for this you find a memory melt. Into the permanent code for this and nothing of it, the odorless and tasteless enough for the long that used to pain, for the feeling like a water, for the running down my body for the longest it can last, and this is taking a shower for the don't mind it. Here to find what you can find, reminded for the lips to turn numb, but enough the cause of the aches and take so long for to hear your voice, for the special gifts to turn me into the mirror items. Long enough for the time for to believe exactly what I wanted for the never, I'm scared enough for the laws of love. Long is lost. Love is lost. It's about how long you can stay a person and a human enough to turn the memory for the love of the body left of me. Stroll along that imagination or memory for the weaving of the what you can find, then take a picture for the unless you're strong enough to be what's on the where called currently for the dropping of what you find elderly chatter chitter purpose enough the rope or cloth of armor for the shepherd for the handling of what you can find in playing your ace. It was my heart broken, tapered back for the bright, for the glowing, the fortnight for the hints and the music, and you sought that for the recomposing of the words you find the bury hands in the moonlight for the damn bands and yourself bracing in this of the night wanding enough for the pacing impermeable. The lack of the hearing restored enough for the play songs, spirits tactical enough for the controller, the amateur's hand. Visited twice enough for the fortnight, for the moonlight, for the effortlessly flowing and resurrection, for the classic brand of revive. Who had that be language? For the poor, for the home, for the city, for the replenishing, the fine comfort enough for the feeling, the people, the world around, the constellations, and seeing yourself circling around the space. A mind of a game with anyone for the never, the hours of the breeze, the different, the come to every night for the never you knew to break each other's heart, for this to be the thunder, for the which you can find the craving of. Hear that for the widow, for the sitting down, for the daily man, for the calling of what you say, nothing new, this to let me heal. A cruel request, this deleting the memories. Attempting to delete them, the misfit for this whatever I have, to say nothing but a transition. Subtlety for the existence, for the imperceptible, for the darkened night, for this expression hanging upside down, for the what you watch like a bat, for the butterflies dance and absorb yourself for the daylight. As bears sleep, for this elegant enough for the passing and such delight, for this to be black as a blessing, for the destructive and never to walk that path, for this a judgment hour, for the moment of the insults and your hatred. Subliminal enough for this to be the songs of the tide, for the howling and the moons and the mirrors, and to start to conduct yourself for the song, and I can find a feeling and it can't be wrong, and never the down to blank. Scrolling this and out, and I can't write this word. A letter to what you find a queen for the commencing of something archived enough for the cell to cease to scrap the scripture. My soul is the darkness and still with his eyes shine the moonlight for to see the first dawn of sunlight, for this would be the eyes of misery for the sitting on the edge and looking into the eyes of the sunset, for the passion that carried it enough to take me in. I calm the song, that this is the treasure for the end of the rainbow, for the over the rainbow with the walking, admiring and the view for the worlds, with clouds as birds are flying by to singing with delight. Of a soul made for this, alert you behind your shadow for the always soothing your old wounds and kiss behind the ears of frozen lips while you try to speak with the sheets of this would be the
like she doesn't quite know what she's gotten herself into. Words, 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 diversity, words, apology, minority, cultural appropriation, words, police brutality, words. She's talking about racism. She's talking to white people about white people, and I guess this is where I'm supposed to tune out, to stay out of white folks' business until it's time for me to clean up after them. She says white people without an ounce of genuine contempt, like it's a proper noun, like the White Sox or Betty White. She tells them they've been bad, and they snap in agreement. Subject, black people. Verb, violent action, generic adverb, preposition, interjection, adjective, more, snapping. And for a moment, it's like racism isn't cool anymore because like a white person said so. And isn't that just like some white people to exclude us from a conversation about us? To Iggy Azalea Macklemore a conclusion about how to help us? And then help themselves to our culture, our rights? She says more words. Show everyone what an ally you are by telling everyone what an ally you are. Post things on Facebook. Tell your children to befriend the brown girl. And if you can't find a brown girl because you can't find a brown family because they had to move out so you could move in, then an Asian will do. True to form, white girl ends her poem with something about us all being in this together, walks off and helps herself to a 30 for telling my story, helps herself to my applause for persevering through all that adversity. And true to form, I get up, I wipe the stage clean with truth, try to scrub out the stains of her misguided attempt at allyship. I take my 28 and act like I'm grateful for it, because isn't that just like black people? To swallow down force-fed microaggressions and ignorance and say thank you? Don't we always smile and hold it all down till we get home? Are our houses made from nothing but regurgitated carcinogenic words and empty action verbs that don't actually do anything? The roads to our graves are paved with the days white people just couldn't get off work to protest our genocide. Our dead eyes are wide with the white disbelief at our treatment. When the white girl walks away after the show, she is still eager, still gives smiles away like gifts I'm supposed to thank her for. Like my words are just the dirt thrown on the coffin as it's lowered into the ground. Symbolic, but unnecessary. She never let us believe in Santa Claus. She said, ain't no way some white man gonna break into this house to leave gifts for you. I spent 2 paychecks from this girl. White people are crazy. The same thing can be said for the tooth fairy. Instead of $1, my auntie left a note that said, money don't grow on trees or teeth. Clean your damn room. Translation, white people are crazy. My mother doesn't care who she says this around. Her way of turning down potato salad at the company picnic is by saying, white people are crazy. She says this when it rains too hard, when the car breaks down, and every time she checks her bank account. Like last week when I asked her to borrow $20 and she just says, white people are crazy. She said this so many times, I think it was a proverb. I know it to be true, because some of y'all are sitting here thinking that there is going to be a flip to this poem. Y'all sitting here thinking it's going to be about reverse racism, not the fact that y'all are actually fucking crazy. No, white people are crazy. Y'all are so crazy, you believe in Bigfoot and Taylor Swift. Like, y'all are so crazy, you sitting here thinking, she can't be talking about me, she talking about the system, as if you don't benefit from the system every damn day. White people are so crazy, some of y'all are sitting here like, but I teach inner city children. I was in the Peace Corps. I understood Get Out. White people are crazy. You don't realize that Jesus is black, that Beyonce is black, and y'all mad Justin Bieber isn't. I told my mama I wanted the American dream, and I guess this is the flip y'all been waiting for. Cause she says, child, no you don't. They pin your bootstraps and white picket fences you've been dreaming of. Have you raised their 2.5 children just to trade you in when you start burning the rice, child? White people are crazy. They've been chasing that American dream for so long, they don't realize them white picket fences is a cage, and that they are trapped, running around in circles, that when they don't get that dream, they turn crazy and convince themselves that they're better than you.